Hey guys, I am pregnant with my third right now, and so I thought I would tell you the birth story of my second, Noah, because I feel like when I go through this birth, I'm gonna kind of forget some of the finer details of what happened with him. I had a home birth. It was very different from my first labor with Charlie. Contractions started very gently, very minimally around like 9:30 in the morning. I felt like some period type cramps. I was like, oh, you know, like I had never experienced gentle contractions with Charlie. My first, like my water broke first, and so it was just full on after that. But yeah, this was really easy and gentle, and I was like, you know, it might just be false labor. I'm not gonna get my hopes up. Kind of just went along with my day. At that point, Jason was actually dabbling with being a realtor. So he went to show a house. He asked, he was like, should I go? Should I cancel? And I was like, oh, it's okay, just go. But he wanted my mom to come over, so called her. She came over just to make sure someone was with me. Charlie was still here. I think Charlie was like 2, almost 3 at that point. I didn't call the midwife, didn't do any of that. And then around like 12:30, they started to get like a little more intense, where like I had to pay attention and like breathe through them. And my mom was like, you should probably at least give the midwife like a heads up. So texted my midwife or called her or something, I can't remember. And she said, okay, well, just, you know, let me know if the contractions keep progressing and like just keep me posted. And so I kept having contractions, and they just sort of like very slowly increasing in intensity. By the time they were like, I think it was like 3 or 4, I was like, okay, like I called her again. I was like, okay, this is really happening. Like you should probably come over. I got in the shower, which was really nice, like the hot water just on my back. Unfortunately, we like ran out of hot water, so I had to get out. My contractions were probably like, I don't know, a minute long and like 3 to 5 minutes apart at this point. And so I got into the birthing tub. We had like a big birthing tub. We put it in my living room, and so I got in there. The second I got in there, it felt very relieving, but it also, I feel like, slowed everything down. I don't know, I can't tell if I'm like imagining that it slowed everything down, or it was just because my bag of water hadn't broken yet, like, because that can, you know, accelerate things when that happens. But yeah, it felt relieving, but also was discouraging, because I felt like I was in the hardest part of labor, but like it wasn't getting to the pushing part. And I was like, man, this is really, I've been in this really hard part of labor for so long. I really just want to get to the part where like I can start pushing. Finally, I was just like at the point where I was like, I need something, like I can't do this. This is too much. And I read in the Bradley method of childbirth, which I'm reading this time, that like self-doubt and like I can't do this anymore and like panic almost is like an actual emotional signpost for almost every labor at the point where you are about to be in the pushing stage. So like that transition in between that first stage and second stage, where you can actually start pushing, that's like an emotional signpost for the end of first stage. So I didn't know that, like, but knowing that helps. Like knowing that helps to be like, okay, I'm feeling this way, I must be close, right? Like I'm feeling helpless, like I can't do this anymore. But I was like, let's just break my water, like do something. So they tried to go in and break my water, which was super uncomfortable. And I think they like tried and failed. Like they got like, there's 2 layers and they got like the 1 layer. So maybe it helped a little, but my water didn't break right then. And I had another contraction. I was like, go away, like don't touch me anymore. And I think like one or two contractions after that, I had like the like pop and my water broke. From that point, it was like even more intense because the water was broken, and I definitely felt like he was moving down, and I had to start pushing at that point. Contractions were a bit further apart, I think, but I couldn't really tell that. Like, it didn't feel like that because like in between I would just like basically go into this like sleep zone thing where I didn't even look conscious, so it doesn't feel like a break really. But yeah, then I had to push, and I think I pushed like, I don't know, 6 times, maybe more.
Deep down, Lou. Deep down, Lou.
Push, Lou, push. Deep.
Deeper, push him out. Come on.
Push,
Come on.
push.
Okay, pull him out. Okay. Oh, there you go.
Charlie, look at
I had 2 midwives there, and the one that was like kind of the trainee midwife, I think, she was supposed to be kind of doing it, and she like tweaked him or moved him or tried to pull a little. I don't know what she did, but I was like, no, don't. Like I swear that's when I tore a little bit, is when she tried to like manipulate him. So I definitely this time around in my birth plan need to be like, hey, even if I scream, get him out or do something. Like, I don't actually need you to do something because that just makes it worse. Next push, I think I got him out, and he like, I was on my hands and knees in the birthing tub and got him like up in between my legs. They told me like a few contractions before, like in between the contractions, like, okay, when you push him out, he's gonna come like between your legs, not like around the side, because the umbilical cord, you know, I don't know, you just don't think about this stuff like while you're in labor. It's like, whatever, I'm just gonna do what I gotta do. So yeah, I brought him up between my legs, and then like, it's instant relief, you guys. It doesn't hurt anymore. Like, yeah, you're still having some contractions to get the placenta out, but it's like your baby's in your arms already, so it doesn't even matter. But guys, he was so cheesy. It was so funny. That like cheesy stuff that protects his skin while in the bag of water.
Thank you.
You want to dip in this water and you want to dip in this water?
I think at some point I'm gonna get out, but I don't know when that happens.
Charlie, come here. I'll give you a little stool.
And yeah, I was at home, and so Charlie got to see him right away. And you know, once the placenta came out, I got to go right to my bed and just like be in my own bedroom. The midwives did everything. They weighed him. They did all the like normal stuff that you would do in the hospital with the eye goop and the shots and everything that he needs. So anyway, that's the story of Noah's birth. Let me know if I left anything out in the comments, and I would love to connect with you. So go ahead and leave a comment about your birth story. Every birth story is worthwhile, and like, as long as the baby gets out safely, that's all we're after, right? All right, guys, I'm gonna go now. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.
Oh,